I'm Frederick VG. I'm a ex bar server on Celebrity Constellation. Finished my contract in July. Right now I'm a musician, I'm a YouTuber, and I also make art. And I guess another way I would describe myself is I'm a capitalist aficionado, changing the world one utopian brushstroke at a time. So I am selling these two works that commemorate my travels. I'm selling this pop art sculpture of a pair of shoes, which I hydro dipped and did the box up. Now the box was a great thing because first I just started doing repetitive pop art elements of the Royal Caribbean logo, but then I got more into it and I started making like a scrapbook out of it, mostly using this as source material. This is a brochure for Park West, and that's the group that sells art on the cruise ship. And I don't know if you've ever done a 6-month contract on a cruise ship and used a art brochure as a scrapbook for a pop art sculpture, but I would recommend. It was highly cathartic. I'm also selling this framed map. It's another tourist map that I wrapped inside this frame here. I added some more Royal Caribbean logos, and I also added layers to it, and I put some kind of cool graphic layers in the back here as well. I'm also selling my business, my website, and by extension me, my passion for my ideas and expressing my ideas through code, through media, through any which way I can create. Pop art inspired me a lot to go with this sculpture, and also fashion inspired me, because to me shoes are a huge part of fashion. I'm a big sneakerhead, and I just really was inspired by Warhol talking about his Brillo boxes to this lady.
And said that your art could not be described as original sculpture. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Why do you agree?
Well, because it's not original.
You have just then copied a common item.
Yes.
Well, why have you bothered to do that? Why not create something new?
Because it's easier to do.
Well, isn't this sort of a joke then that you're playing on the public?
No. It gives me something to do.
I'm also inspired by stamps in the suburbs. Basquiat has his crown. I have my utopian brush. Of course, because I'm a man of my time, I also went down a YouTube rabbit hole on the company's YouTube channel. It was a lot of fun making art while hearing stories about all my heroes I know and heroes I don't know. And when I came back off the ship, it was important for me to start making art. First I made art for my biggest patron, which is my aunt and godmother. Art is something that I do that makes me feel at home. And the reason I've linked the Desperate Day Trade is because that's something that I write and I feel like reflects where I am with capitalism. It's where I exercise my funny bone among self-absorbed rants about society. So if you want a truthful and more coherent representation of my life and motivations for the business, look no further. I use humor as a crutch and it helps. Desperate Day Trader is not quite the cringy, self-absorbed stylings of my ill-advised stand-up career, but you'll get what I'm like when using humor to mask my financial predicaments. Banksian animation inspired me in making the homepage of the site. Watching Magnus Walker customize Porsches made me feel like I was doing the same with code on the Buy Art page. I divided up the prices of the two pieces into my 5 values: loving kindness, peace, health, success, and wealth. Finally, remember Mr. Brainwash? His story made me believe in the amount of money I want to earn. I wish I had his hype and connections though. I'll have to use transparency and the belief that I'm worth it. And last but not least, the inspiration of Carlo, Lennon, Buckley, and Wildstyle. Well, the art itself isn't that valuable. It's in fact worth the exact amount I made in tips during my contract. That's the gimmick, I guess. The pieces are also tactile and tangible, real life goods, no NFT bullshit. Of course, if you watch The Desperate Day Trader, you'll note that I'm also trying to get rich on the internet, selling drawings of monkeys. But those are your drawings. And if I do what I was put on earth to do, make someone online a millionaire selling track art of the Couch Ninja song about the monkey on the back, and if someone's track art gets tattooed on my back, then the art or business you own is going to be worth a lot more than you're paying for right now. I'm working on these miracles of if.